I consider myself to be a Nuzlocker. I put it in the titles of my videos. And yet if we look at the Nuzlocks I've done, I've lost 2 out of 3 on this channel. So one might think this guy sucks at Nuzlocks. So I wanted to prove that that's not true by beating Pokemon Soul Silver without losing a single Pokemon. This is way harder than a normal Nuzlocke, as you can often do planned sacrifices in order to gain better positioning or tempo, but here, I've defined that positioning without ever getting a free switch. But luckily, Soul Silver is the game I've played most, and I know it by heart, so if there's any game I can do it in, it's this one. I didn't do it on the first try though, so I'll be showing you attempt 5, the furthest and final run. First is the starter, and I'll be choosing Totodile. It's not super helpful itself, getting outclassed by other water types, but it makes the rival fight significantly easier thanks to their starter never getting good coverage moves. The early game encounters are extremely important here, so I have to hope that I get the right ones in order to make sure I get the right Pokemon later. It allows for dupes later on, and oh my god! The first of many good encounters. The first. We can only guarantee what we get later on into the run, and it has to be based on what we get in these first few routes. And there's our Weedle. This is the GOAT for the early run. Show me Bellsprout. I mean, it's the only thing we can get here. We got the Zubat. Okay, that's our first bad encounter. I mean, Zubat's really good, don't get me wrong, but Geodude sweeps Faulkner and makes the Hoot Hoot battle a lot easier. I'm gonna name it Friend because it reminds me of Friend from Deltarune, and you need Friendship to evolve it. The one nice thing is that since we're getting it early, we get to farm that Friendship earlier, right? A lot of people opt to get the Ghastly in Bellsprout Tower. I choose to get the Rattata because of the encounter routing that it lets us do. Okay, Ekans, it has Intimidate though, so this is our Incin. No fake out though. The unfortunate thing about Bellsprout is that it does take a while to evolve. Plus it's a Stone Evolution, Gen 1 Stone Evolution, so it actually doesn't get that many moves. Yeah, there's our Rattata. And Gus sweeps through everything here, especially if we have a good nature. I haven't checked. Minus speed? Ooh. Oh my god, these natures are atrocious. Oh no. Oh no! Nice thing is though, we're not using a lot of these in the late game. We don't have a solid game plan into this. Usually Geodude walls the Hoot Hoot, but if it gets fully paralyzed, we're in the clear. Also, if I wake up, there we go. We were risking crits at any point there. Yeah, Wooper Egg. And we won't hatch that quite yet. We want to be careful with where we hatch our stuff. Okay, let's get everything to the level cap. Now is a good time to mention that I am in fact using rare candies and have some other cheats enabled too. All of them are for the simple reason that if something only takes time and grinding to get, I think it's fair game. That goes for vitamins over EV training, stones because for some reason you get them from Pokeathlon in this game, berries which you get by smashing rocks repeatedly, and coins in the game corner. I should also mention that this is a hardcore Nuzlocke, so battles are played in set mode and I can't use healing items in battle. Infinite healing items outside of battle are fair game though, outside of others and elixirs which you can't buy in stores. Oh god. This is really risky. Yeah, I don't love this. We could go for a Poison Sting Poison. There we go. Let's do a Crit Gust here, so we want to switch. Oh, that crit mattered so much. Another thing here, you may notice I'm speeding up through everything. Let me be the first to tell you that this is a terrible idea. However, I've had multiple runs get all the way to the Elite Four at this point, and I need to finish recording this in time to get the video out by the coming Friday. So you just have to trust the process. Once we get Fly, we'll be hatching these eggs, essentially. And I'm not super invested in this Togepi just because it could have Hustle, and then it's just bad. Now that we have Rock Smash and have beaten the first gym, we have access to berries. Let's get our Geodude. And this beats Bugsy. Oh, it's female! Oh, we have a shot. We have Impossible Evos changed, so we actually will be able to evolve this into a Golem, though I don't see myself using Golem. That looks like a minus speed nature. Am I crazy? Ooh, it is. But plus defense. I want to say after 3 rock polishes, we're still faster than Miltank. There's a Slowpoke there, but it doesn't learn Confusion yet, so it's not a problem. I like fighting this guy just because I don't like dealing with avoiding him. He can be a rather scary guy though, I will say. I like Focus Energy because we have multi-hit moves. There you can see why. This thing can deal significant damage. And it has that smoke screen, which is annoying. But yeah, we're good. We do get tossed out of here by Kurt, even though I want to come back for the Slowpoke. We can't evolve Slowpoke until after we beat Whitney. I genuinely think, like, in some aspects this is one of the easier games to Nuzlocke, but because of all those, like, RNG checks, I think it's one of the hardest. That's just my opinion, but luckily I have the level caps pretty much memorized for this game at this point, because it's really easy to overlevel. I forgot to switch Beedrill into the front. Oops. Oh shoot, it's in the front. I'm goated. As long as we hit our rock throw, we should be good. Yeah, there's that U-turn now. Okay, so the tough thing is, if we get crit, we die. If it keeps using Leer, we're actually kind of killing. Okay, we had to risk crits there. Only thing we can catch in Ilex Forest is a Paris. It's a low chance, and I don't really care. We're saving these encounters for a Heracross. We're gonna do some encounter manipulation. I forgot to switch my party up, but this fight's pretty easy, so we just need one crit and this thing dies. Oh, shoot. Okay, whatever. Oh. 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 Oh my god. Jeez, that was awful. The annoying thing about Whitney is she has 2 super potions. The first one is fine. If we can get the first one to be used on Clefairy, that's good. The problem is she always saves the second super potion for Miltank. And she has Milk Drink. So that's why here we're gonna get a certain item that's gonna really help us out. First we get our Abra, but here we can get a Metronome. I'm really hoping that this is gonna work. I'm a masher, so I'm putting Substitute in front. There's really only so much you can do to prepare for this gem. Now watch this, I'm about to speedrun this. Yes, yes. Dang it. This is the most confident I could possibly be going into this fight, which says a lot about how scary this fight is, because I'm not confident at all. It's Substitute. It's Rock Polish, and then it's Magnitude. Oh, okay. Substitute is arguably the best move in Nuzlocking, at least for this game. There's only this one mandatory trainer, but I always end up fighting more. I don't remember when this evolves. I think it's level 21. Please don't turn. Oh. Oh. But now that we're here, we finally get to evolve our Slowpoke with a Water Stone. I have Impossible Evos changed because, the way I see it, you're supposed to be able to get these Pokemon, so it feels weird to be limited in a Nuzlocke when it comes to these. It actually makes it a little harder in some ways, given that with Kadabra, you could trade it to get an Alakazam right away normally, but here you have to level it up to level 37, meaning you can't use it to sweep something like the Chuck fight. Slowpoke is a weird case though, as a Water Stone is a pretty different way to get Slowking, but I decided to allow it. I'm really good at naming Pokemon. National Park, genuinely don't care enough to catch something here. I may as well hatch an egg here if I'm being honest. And, oh my god, there's Crobat. I'm going to put the Metronome on Crobat once I get to the gym. Yay! Oh my god, that took 6 minutes. And this rival fight should be like the easiest thing of all time. Like, watch this. They can't hit us. Ah. Oh no, they swap into Bayleaf. Check it out. We have friend. We took 3 damage that fight. Played this game too many times. Are we faster? Yes. Are we faster? Yes. That's really good info. We have Metronome, it's gonna be fine. And they're letting me set up these bites. Oh! You can always win on a flinch. Okay, next level cap is 31. Stop calling. I'm looking up information. Graveler, you've done everything you needed to do for us. Thank you for your service. Okay, what we really want is a Magnemite. But it's always a Meowth! We really need an electric type. Yay! Okay, moment of truth. Manifesting. Come on, no hustle. I didn't want a Togepi anyway. I got the modest. Oh my god. This one's got jokes. We get our guaranteed Tentacool. That Spadef stat is crazy high. It's gonna be a really good pivot in later fights. I'm gonna do my secret technique here. You actually only need to fight this trainer. Putin. Now they're not in the way. Now, I could have done things in a different order and gotten, like, Gyarados and Choice Specs, and I kind of regret not doing that. Oh god, I really need this Psybeam to kill. Huge! I think that crit mattered. Okay. Surf is probably coming out, am I wrong? Now we yawn, and begin the confusions. Oh, max sleep turns. Okay. Yeah, we had a lot of different answers in case things went wrong. They did go wrong, but we can actually get a Tyrogue here, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I don't know where to get the Tyrogue, and I give up. Okay, huge. But that means we can get our Heracross guaranteed. Okay, there's Apom. Heracross! I'm naming it Victory. Please have a good nature. calm. Okay, it is Guts. Shoot. A lot less confident in my line now. And this should be pretty much guaranteed? Yeah. That will be on our team for the rest of the round. Now, before we forget, get the choice specs. Okay, so I just gotta rant about this for a second. I recorded this run on a Thursday, which you would think doesn't matter, but yesterday I recorded my last run and I made it to the Elite Four. My calcs using Alakazam's Shadow Ball into Will's Pokemon were just barely not making it, but my plan was to use the choice specs to get the guaranteed KOs. But it was Wednesday, which meant the Lake of Rage wasn't flooded, which meant I couldn't get the choice specs. And if you change your system time-based events get locked, so I would be able to get them. There's just so many things like this. Like the stones at the Pokeathlon, people calling you and giving you certain items. The only way to get a choice scarf is to have your mom save up a certain amount of money. The choice band is locked behind a battle frontier in the post-game, or Pokewalker. And then there's TMs. There's so many important TMs that there are only one of, and a lot of them are in Kanto. And let's talk about this upcoming segment, the Team Rocket Hideout. Why do you fight the same 2 trainers who have Pokemon at half your level at least twice? Why does Lance have a level 40 Dragonite? What is going on here? And like, look at these movesets in the Koga fight. Minimize, Toxic, and Gunk Shot Mug with Black Sludge? Is this supposed to be fun to fight against? Pokemon like that are all over this game. The Elite Four all have at least one Pokemon whose game plan is to make you miserable. I want to get this off my chest because before doing this challenge, I considered Soul Silver to maybe be my favorite Pokemon game. It was my first one that I ever played and there's so much to love from the music to the sprites. So why does the game behind this presentation have to be so, well, like this? I'm sure you've heard these opinions before, but after that choice specs thing, I really just needed to rant about that. Anyway, I beat the Team Rocket hideout pretty easily, so now it's time to prepare for price. Ooh, modest on this? Hold up, wait, this is actually good. No. In a Deathless run, you do not use self-destruct. Okay, so we're gonna teach Surf on Gyarados for now. The thing is, we just need a water-type move to get through this gym, because we have a very simple game plan. Like, this is probably gonna be the easiest gym in the entire game. I'm gonna take the choice specs off of that, give it here. You want to do something specific for every single fight in the game. So for this one, we have our choice specs, guarantees that we kill the Seal and Dugong in one shot. I forgot to level up. The next level cap is so close to this that I could overlevel. So yeah, it was fine. The next gym should also be really easy. The thing about doing a Deathless Nuzlocke is you have so many options to choose from. This guy calls me a wimp if I say no to getting his number, which is kinda toxic, you know? I'm gonna say no, I think he needs to be humbled. I think this is a Quagsire sweep. Keep this! This is why you pick Quagsire. Like, look at that. That is the easiest gym in the game. So after the Jasmine fight, the next thing to do is to take on Team Rocket and Goldenrod. And all I really want to show from this segment are the Petrol and Archer fights. Now we do our silly strat. Look, if he's gonna bring a team of all bombs, I'm gonna bring something that blows him up. 1, 2, 3. This game's awesome. I have a crazy idea, actually. What if I give Gyarados the choice specs? This is stupid. Hold on. Trust the process. Okay. That's awesome. Well, that works too. It would have worked. And what we want to see in this cave is Swinub and not Jinx. If we see an encounter at all. No, my waterfall is here, by the way. I'll never get over that. I went through an entire... Bro. Delibird! Well, that's like... not good. And you're hard to catch. Give me a break. Bro, I don't even want you. Okay. This music is so good. It's like my favorite cave theme in the entire series. Potentially. It's either Skarmory or it's Teddiursa. Teddiursa. Unfortunate. I really don't need this. Our game plan for this gym is very specific. I have it already laid out. And it's not perfect, because this is the hardest or second hardest gym in the game. It's mostly special attacks on this team, which means that Tentacruel has a really great chance of shining here. We start with Electrode, and it's a one-shot kill with Thunderbolt. Crit did not matter. And that's our Lum, coming in clutch. This is where it gets a little dicey. We're faster though, and this won't kill even with a crit. And this is likely Hydro Pump, which we take easily. And Poison Jab gets stronger every time. Okay, now we have to switch but this thing's special defense is like absurd. Okay. Oh, we got through there pretty nicely. One of the scariest parts of the entire game is coming up. The Kimono Girls. Okay, we teach Focus Punch to Heracross. Oh god, I hope this works. But my idea is that they're gonna confuse Ray turn 1 with Umbreon. We get the Master Ball, but I'm not allowing legendaries, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Umbreon, show me Confuse Ray. Lumberry, boom! Yeah, baby! We switch to Alakazam, we tank that, and Shadow Ball with the choice specs kills. Which, this is the easiest one, we just go to here, and Waterfall. Jolteon, little complicated, is what I would say if I didn't have this. But this is a slow burn of a kill. Yeah, that was not too bad. I had to be right about that Confuse Ray, but I was, which is a good sign for later. And now we go waste our time doing something that we don't need to do, but we do need to do it. Keep this. And we're out of there. And I don't care about the Victory Road encounter. Here's the rival fight. I'm about as ready as I possibly can be. Yep, okay. And now it's time to build the team that I think can beat the entire game. Now it's time to run you down the team I created, starting with Alakazam. Using the choice specs that I got because it's not Wednesday, this is my will answer as it can one-shot everything with Shadow Ball. Next we have Gyarados, which makes both Koga and Bruno a joke, and if things go right, it can sweep Lance too. Then there's Heracross, which is really here entirely to beat Karen, as I don't see any way to knock out the Umbreon consistently before it sets up other than a Focus Punch protected by a Lumberry. Then we have Quagsire, which is a pivot, I guess? Then we have Electrode, mainly here to beat Lance's Gyarados, and can potentially take out some of the other flying types too. And finally there's Slowking, which is a very safe switch into non-super effective special attacks. Looking back, I might switch out Slowking for Tentacruel as it has a better matchup into Karen's Houndoom. But with all that out of the way, it's time to start the Elite Four. I'm as ready as I'll ever be, so it's time for me to lock in. I should be able to fast forward through this fight. I'm a little worried about my speed because of that nature, but I should be able to kill also because of that nature with the choice specs Shadow Ball. Maybe not on the Slowbro, we'll see. But they just spam cards on that anyway, so it's fine. No, they die. Okay, the next one is simple. If it's Spiderweb... Okay, that's bad. Now we have to steer. Oh! We hit those. This game is so toxic. Okay, I had to steer there because I got poisoned. I probably should have put a Lum on. But the next one is super easy. Bulbapedia says that this Hitmontop has Cognition, but look at this. It's Intimidate. It doesn't matter though, they're gonna spam Counter or Quick Attack, and it's gonna be fine. I would say... Now we're good. Wow, bad sturdy, you die. And now it's the hard one, which might sound a little weird for me to say after what happened in Koga, but a lot of things can happen here. So they're gonna use Confuse Ray or Double Team. I'm hoping for it to be Confuse Ray. Double Team is... okay, it worked. Murkrow comes out, that's gonna be Pluck, and we can Thunderbolt this for a one-hit KO. This should be a two-shot with Thunderbolt. It's not. Uh-oh. Huge. Okay, I don't think this has anything too threatening for us. Gengar comes out. Could be like Destiny Bond. If it's going for Focus Blast, I mean, that's not going to do much damage. Okay. That was weird. Okay, so there's a lot of different items I could give Gyarados here. Because Ice Fang is 95%, if I give it that wide lens it becomes 100%. However, I think I want to save it for like Charizard. So I do think I'm gonna do Citrus on it. We start with Electrode. No speed up. I mean, this isn't the scary part, like, let's be honest, this is gonna kill. The thing that's difficult about this fight is he has 3 Dragonites and you don't necessarily know which one it is between the 2 level 49 ones. This one's level 50, this is probably gonna be Outrage. If this is a 2-hit KO, I have specs. I think it's worth Staying in. Didn't do half. We taint these. However, we're kind of cooked. It doesn't have thunder. I have a berry. I live another one. There's no priority on this team. I just need to hit my Ice Fangs. I don't know what's coming in here because anything kills me. Aerodactyl. They're not faster. Okay. Okay, it's level 49. Let's see Ice Fang kill. I think we win? Okay. The thing is, I need this last Ice Fang to kill. Or to hit. I need it to hit. Okay, please kill. Charizard's kind of fast, but I have invested in my speed. Come on. This kills. This kills. Oh, I went over the level cap! Man. I needed the citrus. So, I did it. On my 5th attempt, I beat Pokemon Soul Silver without losing a single Pokemon. And the most important part to me is that I did it my way. I didn't look up guides or tier lists, I didn't look up efficient encounter routing. I wanted to figure out everything myself, because that's the only way I could really prove that I'm good at this game. And you might be wondering, who said that I was bad in the first place? Was it a comment or a friend? Well, the truth is, the person who said I'm bad at Pokemon is me. I mean, I'm the one who lost those runs, who's hard stuck in the mid-1200s on Pokemon Showdown. I'm the one who's never beaten a Nuzlocke in my spare time. I did this to prove to myself that I'm not bad at these games, and to be honest, I think I did. Granted, there are things I could have done different. I was risking crits left and right, and that Karen fight would have been much easier if I gave Electra the specs, but in the end, I did it, and that's what matters. So I'll do more Nuzlockes on this channel, and I'll beat some of them. So I hope you'll follow me through my ups and downs, and until next time, goodbye. Dragon D's nuts, what can I say?